So we're in fetting season, but another reason to celebrate is the way that we celebrate our spoken word artists. And the Bocas Lit Fest is wrapping up with one of my favorite things. Look, and Marianne is here to tell us more about it. Good morning, welcome back.
Good morning.
As you are always welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
In your capacity of a youth and hospitality manager for the Bocas Lit Fest, you have to appraise us of all of the things Bocas, because this is the culmination in terms of that Poetry Slam Grand Champ competition. But the festival itself would have had a lot, as we were saying, of workshops, a lot of things that always bring us so much goodness. So how was this year so far?
Well, this year has been like the carnival season, you know, full of pace. The festival happens from the 1st to the 4th of May. We're very, very excited. And in the lead up to that, we have, of course, the series of rounds of competition for the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. So we just wrapped our auditions round in Tobago just last Sunday. We did 4 locations: Port of Spain, South, East, and Tobago.
Right.
And we're gearing up for the semi-finals in March.
Now, this year the theme is bringing it home. And in terms of that theme, describe to me where home is.
So we kind of did it literally and figuratively. Thank you very much. So bring it home means, you know, we were kind of latching on to the theme of this year's festival, the Bocas Lit Fest. And also we were using the concept to kind of get the poets to go a little bit inward, say what home means to them, see what home means to them, you know, how they have grown from the beginning of their poetry journey to now, as well as, you know, just reflecting on the years that First Citizens has been the title sponsor of the championship.
And that's something we should touch on as well, because in terms of the dollar value, it's roughly about $80,000 in total that we're getting from First Citizens. And so that partnership is integral. How have you guys managed to maintain that and sustain that as well over the years?
Well, we've been able to maintain and sustain it really because of First Citizens and because of the young poets who continue to, you know, sharpen their skill, who continue to enter the championship. So it's really because of the poets and our sponsor, you know, seeing the value in the art form that has made us able to continue for what, 14 years?
A whole childhood. I think you're definitely right in terms of the quality, because this morning we're going to eventually tell you guys about the Lucky 30. I do not ever envy any of the judges that have the task of creating this list. But each year you seem to find persons who also want to continue to support the craft. So who were your judges for the semi-final rounds thus far?
Well, the judges for the auditions would have been Ariel John, our head judge, Nicholas Sosa, Ivan Mendoza, Chromatics, and Patian Ali.
I know I saw Matix in something there. So now that we know the theme, now that we know who had the hard task, the moment everybody's been waiting for, time to tell you guys who are the 30 semi-finalists who will make it to the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, the 30 semi-finalists are listed on the screen, because I'm not going to call all the names. bring it home. That is the question with some familiar names, some of which are apparently surprising to some of our audience members in studio, but also not really surprising to me because there are going to be persons who will continuously vie for that $50,000. Get them thing. Now, you have been, as you say, 15 years, almost 15 years of Poetry Slam. You've seen it all, you've heard it all. This time around, even with the wildcards and those sort of persons coming into food, anything in this particular selection that surprised you or stood out to you, perhaps?
Well, I don't want to call any names, but quite a few names stood out to the audience members in studio. So we had a few surprises with, some of the veterans coming back, as well as one thing that I really appreciated about this is that we have quite a few new names as well.
Yeah.
So it speaks to, the interest, the fact that poets are working on their craft and, getting it, because it takes a lot, like you were saying, Iyenka, to, get on stage and put yourself out there. So we're really happy to see that we have a good mix of veterans. Some people who we thought might have retired have returned. And we also have a healthy mix of new poets as well.
There was a year that we had a 16-year-old in terms of making it all the way to the finals.
Soleil.
Do we have a broad spectrum in terms of the age range as well?
We do actually. We have, it's not so broad for the semi-finalists, but I would say we had over 100 people sign up for auditions, and there was a broad, very, very broad age range from, I think, 12 to mid-60s.
Beautiful. That's always good to see because the perspectives will always be very different. Could you imagine a 60-year-old bring it home versus a 12-year-old home? That would be really incredible. So now that we have the semi-finalists listed and, of course, will be on the socials for everybody to see now and comment and get excited about, what is the next steps? What are we going to see for the group leading up to Grand Slam on 4th of May?
Well,
May the 4th be with
we'll have the semi-final rounds, but before that, on the 16th of March at Nales, Port of Spain, we're going to have a workshop with Elisha Ifua Bartels. She's been one of our judges in the past, and she usually leads our performance workshops. So it's absolutely free. So poets, you can come out. The space is limited, so you can sign up as soon as we put those links out. But moving from then, we are going to our semi-final rounds on the 22nd and 23rd of March at the Cipriani Labour College.
Now, those will be things that the public can come to as well, or are we looking at
Definitely, the public can come. It's tickets only $100. They will be available from the Bocas Lit Fest website from today. And we'll have physical tickets at Extra Foods and paper-based coming soon. Paper-based bookshop, that is.
Of course, paper-based bookshop. Well, I'm excited. Retirees, we
too.
welcome you back. But generally, we look forward to a stiff competition. Who is going to take the title? Will the champ return? Who getting that 50,000 and hooking me up for my birthday?
I think
that's a question. We need to.
I
say this.
I think so.
They say I have no voice though, so I can't really go through.
I'll be your voice.
That's the reason we collaborate. I like this. But for now, we are wishing you the best of luck to the 37 finalists and the 4 wild cards mixed in there, as well as they vie for the title of the Grand Slam champ for 2025. For now, we look forward to checking in with you again after workshops and before competition. But you guys stick around because when we come back, we're talking more culture. I'll tell you what after.
What them I do, what them I try. Me never lose nothing this life. It's sharp and nice. AI. You don't know me.